is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run the ball. Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd and 9 now. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air.
But in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The Seahawks at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. going to be met at about the 43. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
Those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Herbert on 3rd down now.
That's taken in by Watson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down and 8.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drops.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. Able to avoid him at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He'll decide to keep this once more.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
They snap it to Herbert. Open man is Denzel Mims.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play. From the 50, here's Herbert. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Jones again.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he wisely will throw that one away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 6 yards. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end.
He's got a man complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
It's complete to Brown, right side. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd and 4. And this one complete to Smith. One final shot. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.